Hi everyone, I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much for joining me. It is Friday, March 21st, 2025. Two more earthquakes there in Kansas. They think it's got to do with the Salina Basin or the Central Kansas uplift. But first I want to give you some breaking news. There's evidently a disruption for flight travel there in the UK. A large fire at a substation near London's Heathrow Airport knocked out power Friday to Europe's busiest flight hub, forcing it to shut down all day, and there's going to be disruptions globally for hundreds of thousands of passengers. At least 1,350 flights to and from Heathrow are being affected, and according to Flight Radar 24, the impact is likely to last several days. Residents in West London described hearing a large explosion, followed by a fireball and clouds of smoke when a blaze ripped through an electrical substation near the airport. So today there was a magnitude 2.7 southeast of Glen, Kansas. It was about 5, almost 6 miles in depth, or 9.1 kilometers. This earthquake occurred at 2:09 a.m. local time. And then yesterday, there was a magnitude 2.6. 4 people said they felt this earthquake. That earthquake occurred at 8:12 a.m. Glen, located in Mitchell County, Kansas, has experienced a series of minor earthquakes in recent weeks. These events, while not causing significant damage, has been felt by residents and are notable given the region's unusual lack of seismic activity. Here you can see we got the Central Kansas uplift and the Salina Basin. This all started with a earthquake on March 13th of this year, a magnitude 3.2. That's in red. That earthquake struck at 2:25 a.m. and it was followed by a magnitude 2.7 aftershock at 2:58 a.m. Both had a depth of about 5 kilometers, fairly shallow. Additional earthquakes occurred on March 15th, March 16th. That was a 2.8. The March 15th was also a 2.8. And March 20th, a magnitude 2.5. That was yesterday. Since Glen is in the north central part of Kansas, and the Central Kansas uplift runs through central Kansas, it's likely, scientists believe, that the seismic activity is related to the uplift or its faults. I talked about the faults in my last video about the earthquakes here, and I mentioned how faults will run, follow along rivers and streams. And let me bring this in. You can see we got a river here, and that travels all the way down. To Kansas uplift role in oil and gas production. This connection is less commonly discussed in public disclosure, as the uplift is often highlighted for its economic rather seismic implications. And I talked about that too, how there is areas that have had multiple earthquakes that they think may have been triggered by the injection of different chemicals and salt water, may have triggered earthquakes going into this uplift area. Yeah, and can you see this running through here? Let me bring it in. This river here that runs all the way from the current earthquakes down and down to this other group of earthquakes that they now figure were induced by oil and gas production. So did they reactivate a fault zone running up in this area? Highly probable. It's just another reminder why people need to be prepared for earthquakes. Are you prepared? What are your thoughts? Put your comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.